Hello everyone, this is Alex Marcheschi from Sign Builder Illustrated, and I'm joined here today by Kilsheimer, one of the honorable mentions from the Young Sign Maker Awards. First of all, congratulations, Casey.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for taking the time to be here today.
Of course, yes.
So she's coming from Maryland, Art Display Co. Her company, features a wide variety of signage installations. They basically can get anything done for a client that they ask, is what I've noticed from your website.
Yeah, absolutely. The more challenging, the better.
Yeah, so when it comes to a challenge, one of the projects that was submitted for you was the very large estate apartment building that's near the Nationals Park in DC. Really ornate designs, French-inspired designs at the front, and then not only did you handle the front-facing signage, did all the ADA, interior decorations. So we really want to get into that so the viewers can understand what it takes to run a project like that, because I'm sure there are moments where you want to pull your hair out, moments where things...
Most moments.
Yeah. So first of all, what is it like to meet with that client, and are there expectations, not that client specifically, a client of that nature? How do you handle expectations in that way? Do you say yes to most things and then figure out how to get it done?
Within reason. I don't want to set the expectation so high for my team that we are going to fall short on whatever that it is. But yeah, if it's manageable, if it's doable, if it's something that's within reason, of course.
Okay. And so this project specifically, I'm assuming they were really looking forward to having a luxurious feel to the apartment. At least that's what it encapsulated to me. So did they come to you with the French-inspired design, or was that something you recommended?
They did. They came with an idea.
Okay.
And some colors that they felt very strongly about, and we worked the design through the building.
Okay, and so as I mentioned, that doesn't only mean ADA signage. You guys really had your hand in the design of the entire space, almost to where it was a bit of an experiential project.
Yeah, there was a lot of coordination, especially for those front channel letters that actually protrude through the building.
Yeah. That
was a bit, and we ended up doing 2 canopies for them also.
Okay, and so when you're working with your installation team, what is your daily contact with them like? How are you making sure that all these clients' needs are met? Because this isn't one sign, this is hundreds of signs. This is a really encapsulating process.
Sure. We have it broken down and the way that we work into 2 separate departments. So we have an interior department and the guys that really bigger stuff that's outside.
Okay.
So it helps to be able to compartmentalize that.
Okay.
And you're talking to these guys up there. You're texting all day long. Well, it depends on what it is, because there's always some sort of condition that is going to show up that you're not expecting.
Yeah.
So communication is key with getting that stuff done correct.
Okay, that's what I hear. So, but that's not always something that an installation team or technical workers can rely on. They're not always working at a company where they feel comfortable texting someone that's managing like you. So how did you go about creating that atmosphere and making sure that your installers do feel comfortable asking you a hard question?
Yeah, a lot of them have been around for a long time, so I grew up around them, they saw me, but it's really important to get your face in front of them, to see them, to go on the job site with them, so that they know that you're not just, a name on your screen.
Okay. So you will go to the job site every now and then?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's good. Yeah, because that not only does that make the customer feel happy, it makes your employees feel like, oh, she's here, she's checking in on us, She understands what's going on.
Yeah, the job's not done just because it's sold. It's done when it's up and everything is going.
Yeah, and like I said before, not every sign company operates like that. So I'm sure everyone's really happy to be working at Art Display Co.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, of course, you've been at this for years. This is your wheelhouse. Can you talk to us about how you kind of got into this role, your career in the signage industry? Were you initially interested in design, installation? Just kind of walk us through how you got to this point.
Sure. Yeah, a little bit of everything. I grew up seeing it, right? So I'm 3rd generation, so I was brought in there on the weekends or on the summer, so I saw it. So I started reading letters like every kid the sign industry does.
Yeah.
And then after college, went straight into project management and worked my way through that.
Oh, so you knew when you graduated college, you knew that this was the industry for you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I went to school for advertising. It was a little bit of that.
A little bit for that.
Yeah, but it's actually more than I ever anticipated. Something completely different.
Yeah. And now, so you're kind of, if I could take a guess, it seems as though you're wearing many hats, as they say.
Probably too many.
Yeah, too many hats. Which is what we find. I mean, these successful people that we find for these awards are always wearing 2, 3, 4, 5 hats.
Sure.
Because, that's what makes a business run, is someone who's really willing to step up and handle everything. Is that just kind of the way you're wired, or did you have to work yourself into that type of mindset as a
No,
manager?
that's the way I'm wired. I should probably try not to do that so much.
Oh, really?
But yeah, well, you get spread thin after a while.
Yeah.
You need to lean on the people that are there to support you. So.
Yeah, and it's just about finding a way, a style where you mesh with your employees. They're not scared to come with you with a problem, but at the same time, they're confident enough to do something on their own.
Exactly.
Okay, and so Art Display Co., for those that don't know, is based in Maryland. Is it Capital City?
Capitol Heights.
Capitol Heights, I apologize.
Right outside of DC.
So, of course, DC is one of the most visited cities in the world. There's so much signage needed in the area. Could you just give the viewers an idea of your personal outlook on the signage industry right now, trends that you're seeing in the requests from your clients, things that you think, 4 or 5 years down the road that we're going to be seeing a lot more of in terms of front-facing signage?
We're seeing a lot more recently. So before it was new builds for these multi-use buildings, a lot of these multi-use shopping centers are coming up, but they're also converting these office spaces now into apartments. So a lot of the stuff that we're seeing, and where we would normally just do this ground up, is completely renovated.
That's a good point. And so I guess that could be traced back to COVID, where a lot of businesses are no longer leasing spaces, because now they have these commercial real estate buildings that are being turned into apartments.
Yeah, they're completely empty. They got to find something to do.
And that means ADA signage in every room. That means signage outdoors.
Oh yeah, blade signs, canopies, all of it.
And so you guys can handle everything from a blade sign to an ADA sign to a canopy to banners, everything.
Pergolas is another thing that we're doing a lot of in restaurants. So the outdoor eating with the louver systems and all that. So we got into that when COVID happened, because the restaurants were quiet, the signage was quiet. So we ended up doing that instead of just a freestanding canopy.
Oh, yeah, perfect. And then, that's another trend that has continued to stay even post-pandemic.
It keeps us very busy.
Yeah. Okay. And then so, of course, pointing out the obvious, you're a woman in the industry, and at that, a woman in a powerful position. Can you give some advice to other women who may be starting their career in signage, and tends to be a lot of males in the space? Can you talk about what it took for you to reach this kind of executive level, and any advice you would give to a woman who may not be finding her footing right away in the industry?
Sure. Yeah. No. Keep at it. Work hard. Keep at it. There's going to be a lot of people that say no, and you just can't let that get to you. So.
Is that something you personally experienced? Is that maybe because you're a woman, you had to prove yourself to a degree that a male counterpart would?
Every day.
Really?
Every day. Yeah. Well, it's a predominantly male industry.
Yeah.
And not just that. If you walk into a construction site, you're probably going to be the only woman that's in there.
That's true.
So you have to be able to hold your own.
And so, what does that boil down to? Is just holding yourself confidently, trusting yourself to speak in a way that, of course, your knowledge is going to shine through?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, perfect. And so, Casey, we really appreciate you stopping by at the show to give us your time and energy. We, of course, are thankful that you were nominated. Work is extremely impressive. If you could please check out signshop.com to see more from Casey. You've seen her later on this week for the Young Sign Makers Awards dinner, and then we'll get a nice picture posted on LinkedIn, and we'll stay in contact with her, of course, as she's one of the leading minds in that Northeast region in the signage world. So, Casey, thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep.